I'd like to see him get some gases up on those, but he is rolling in a pretty good amount of gas right now. Take a look at Zig for a moment, starting to grab a couple Marauders as he is getting a Thor as that early armory was going up pretty soon after this factory, so we'll look to see if that plays a factor. The Thor is going to be, he's got what, one tank and maybe 2 tanks, only a couple Marauders. Thor, not that effective at killing Marines. I'd like to see him maybe grab a couple more Marines in this mix, but he really needs to throw down a scan and scout that Thor pretty soon. And getting an orbital command up, really something you want to do pretty early on expansions. He's also, no, not quite supply blocked, but we'll see what happens here. Rolling out with his first Thor is Zig, and he's looking to inflict some damage. If the siege tank gets sieged up, I don't know if siege tech is on the way or not. Nope, no siege tech yet, so that's it's definitely going to hurt Zohan on this upcoming battle. Really could have used siege tech, and there he goes, starting to research it, as well as cloaking field for, I believe, probably his Banshees? Yes, for the Banshees. And Zig's going to walk up this ramp, and this Thor is going to wreck these Marauders, and he's got enough Marines here to clean up the other Marines. This is going to be bad for Zohan. He needed that army right there. And really, Cloak Banshee coming out would be pretty helpful right now. Kind of going all over on the tech choices, but if these Marauders in this tank can focus down this floor, they should be alright. Yeah, there we go. Tank, not the best at killing Marines, but still 15 damage, shooting very fast, once a second. It's faster than these Marauders. Can do some pretty solid damage. Siege tank set up here, watching his own back door as another Thor, 1 Marauder, and 2 Marines are rolling out. It's kind of curious that he's just kind of throwing his army up against Zohan all the way at the other side of the base. And there he goes. Good. I'm glad he stopped. Oh, he didn't stop. It looked like he was going to stop for a moment. Play it smart. Mass up an army a little bit. And he has no idea, I believe, that this second expansion is even here. No, he has no intel on what's going on at this base whatsoever. And I guess he feels he really did need to mule to get back on track with his economy. However, he needs some intel, and it looks like he's finally going to get it right here. Is going to see these starports with tech labs, and we'll see what this Banshee can do. It really needs to cloak, as the Thor is fairly effective at taking down Banshees. Come on. Oh, did not get the cloak off in time. However, this cloak Banshee will do the damage that it needs to do. Oh, and a scan goes down finally. He needs to get it out of there. Stimmed up Marines. Going to go very quickly. This Thor is at 6 kills and 64 health. He really needs to get something out now. And 1 Banshee, 4 Marines, and 2 Marauders on the way. And right now they are having a field day in this base and looking to supply block Zohan. It's going to take quite a bit though. Here come the Marauders. They stim up and waste Thor, what was left of it. And these Marines are fairly effective at taking out Marauders. However, 4 more Marines are going to have no problem cleaning this up. He really needs to get this Banshee over and start doing some harassment, as no missile turrets have gone up, no engineering bay. He is nowhere near being able to detect. And once 1 scan goes down, he is going to be in trouble, as he only has 70 energy. He does have Thor and Marines. They could chase away Banshees fairly effectively. Ooh, cloaking way too early. Don't know what that was about, as the cloak is already gone. He's going to be able to pick off his siege tank with that. Fair amount of ease though, as it's dead well before this force comes to react, and getting out of there wisely is Zohan. So let's take a look at the income tab again here. We have 48 over 13, as Zig is really hurting for money at this point. Zohan, I'd like to see him spend a little bit more, as he's now at almost 3,000 minerals and 1,000 gas. Needs a few more production facilities, in my opinion, or building out of both these starports. And it looks like we switched over to medevacs now, as Cloak Banshees could really still be effective here. I think that if he was dropping another scan or getting some more intel, trying to wall off this here, gonna go down pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. Ouch. That SCV didn't stand a chance. Neither does this attack force though, as these Banshees are gonna be able to clean this up pretty easy. Yeah, needs to decloak and save that energy. However, this Thor has got no chance. I would have pulled him back about 4 minutes ago. There you go. Get that other Thor out of there, Zig. You stand no chance against this right now. Kind of a little back and forth, however. Zig being fairly cavalier with what few forces he has, and he is getting killed in the macro game now. Really would like to see Zohan get an orbital command here. I don't know, he probably just forgot or something like that. And a Ghost Academy is down. Maybe we can see some nukes. I can only hope, as nukes are one of my favorite parts of this game. Siege tech's finally complete. No engineering bay for Zohan either. So no upgrades on the field right now. No armory upgrades for Zig, as he is barely just continually building Thors, and finally the expansion goes down for Zig. However, he still only has 13 harvesters. Really needs to get this more saturated so that he can do a nice worker transfer over to the new one, and he probably needs to go with 2 expansions. And ooh, a pretty sizable attack force coming out for Zohan right now. A couple tanks, only 1 marauder, but a lot of marines. And oh, here's the rest of the marauders. We knew they were somewhere. Really needs to bring that siege tank down though. And yeah, backing his forces out until he goes down. This Thor and these 3 marines should be easy to clean up. And I would say this is pretty well game over. Just blowing out the rocks here. But he really doesn't have that serious of a front door either, and still sending more guys into the slaughter. Should have massed him up in his base. Ooh, if this medevac goes down, that's going to be some trouble, but I don't believe medevacs count as a light unit. We'll find out in a moment here. No, they are armored, so the Thor is not the most effective at killing them, as the missiles do extra damage versus light air units. And rolling right into his base. Pretty well uncontested at this point. This is going to be a good game for Zohan, and he's just going to go ahead and pick off everything in this base. This is what happens when Reapers come at you pretty early on. You have no intel on what your enemy is doing. Second expansion went up so early for Zohan compared to Zig. Zig just really never stood a chance in this game. Didn't get the amount of SCVs back that he needed to be competitive in the resources game. And when just throwing like 1 Thor, 1 Marauder, and 2 Marines at your enemy is not the best attack force. If you wanted to do like a drop in the back of his base real quick and then get him out, I could see doing that. But just sending him straight at the front door, really not a wise decision, and that is going to cost him this game. Not sure why he hasn't quit yet. Zohan, I gotta think, is gonna find this expansion. I don't see this going on any longer. Really just kind of picking off every building here, and no upgrades for either player. Really would have liked to see those go up. Still no orbital command on this command center. Definitely something that needs to work on with his Terran. I believe this is his worst race, as he does play random, and I don't know about Zigzagaroo. Didn't look him up at all. And this should be either a silver, high silver, or gold league match in the 1v1 ladder. So I'm throwing down another command center and barracks just to be annoying. Come on, man, you lost. Like, there's nothing you can build out of that barracks in the next 30 seconds that's going to stop this army. Really don't like when people do this. This is something that, yep, and the scan goes down. There's no question. He's borked at this point. He's got nothing. Yep, and finally lays down the good game and leaves. So, thanks for watching, everyone. This was a Terran versus Terran Mirror matchup, 1v1, a ladder game, and hope you enjoyed it.